I would see like every year in the paper or on the news where they would like show great-grandfather's picture. A lot of times they would show his headstone, and I'm like, it's right there.
For 100 years, people in West Michigan and across the country have heard about Detective Charles Hammond's unrelenting courage and brave actions on a Halloween night in 1925. There's no question Hammond fatally wounded, shot, and killed a notorious bank robber. But there was something bothering his great-granddaughter. As News 8's Amber Kriska shows us, that was just recently changed.
It was a cool Halloween night in 1925. The sounds of leaves crunching and laughter echoing in the streets of Muskegon. But little did the trick-or-treaters and families know they were among one of the nation's most wanted criminals.
And a call came in about a subject who had passed a counterfeit $20 bill.
Without waiting for his partner, Detective Charles Hammond with the Muskegon Police Department walked to the tea room on Western Avenue. That's where a man bought a box of candy with a counterfeit $20 bill.
That individual actually pointed out, hey, there's the subject right now.
As Detective Hammond approached the man, who was later identified as George Dutch Anderson, he told him he was wanted at police headquarters. Anderson complied. As they were on their way, Anderson escaped Hammond's custody, pulled out a gun, and started shooting at Detective Hammond as he ran down an alley. Hammond's gun was inside his new buttoned-up overcoat, and he couldn't reach it in time to stop Anderson. Hammond was shot, but
Detective Hammond still gave chase, was able to wrestle the gun away from the subject, and actually use the suspect's weapon on the suspect and wound up killing him.
Chief Tim Kozel says Detective Hammond still managed to walk to the police department with the gun in his hand.
Was a notorious bank robber that was wanted from the East Coast, and actually had broke out of a prison down in Georgia before that.
The story of Detective Hammond is known to many and continues to be told 100 years later. It won't be forgotten in Muskegon. The Fraternal Order of Police is named after him. There's a monument dedicated to Hammond, news articles, and the gun used that day are in a private collection.
Everybody knows about Detective Hammond as being the first officer, and Hope is the only officer ever killed in the line of duty.
While the story continues to live on generation after generation, something was wrong.
It always bothered me.
Nobody else seemed to recognize it. Jenny Escarino did.
I just remember seeing that it said October 30th, and I was like, that's wrong. Why is that wrong?
It should say October 31st. This is Detective Hammond's great-granddaughter.
I wanted his heroic action to have everything in line. You didn't want one thing in question, because then, you know, to me, I'm thinking other people might be saying, what else is in question?
The biggest thing is when you hear that from the family, that you take that to heart, that this is significant, that their loved one was killed representing the city of Muskegon, killed in the line of duty, and there's a date that's wrong. I mean, just bottom line, we need to make that right by the family, but also right by Detective Hammond.
Chief Kozel and his team quickly got to work. Sergeant Jeremy Velick was in charge of getting it fixed. It was a process and took more than a year.
It was a long time coming. It took a while to get done.
Escarino stops by the Oakwood Cemetery to see her great-grandfather's headstone. That is now the way it was supposed to be.
It's nice to see that it's finally done the way it should have been done. But it's completely correct now. I can sleep.
While it's unclear why Anderson was in Muskegon that night, what is clear?
The Hammond tenacity, the grit, you know, is what kept him going, I'm sure, when he was already mortally wounded. All these police officers, they put their lives on the line every day. And so when something like this, that kind of a tragedy happens, you know, we owe them the utmost respect, and even having that small detail off, it might not be so small. To me, it was big, but it just needed to be corrected.
Not far away, her great-grandfather's killer's gravestone. It doesn't really bother Escarino. What's important to her is for the right story to be told for years and years to come.
I actually just shared the story with my two grandsons, who are 6 and 7, They had big eyes while I was telling them. Yeah, I just thought it was a pretty heroic thing, and that day is what he was doing. He was protecting the children and the families out on the streets.
Escareno believes her great-grandfather's headstone was vandalized years ago, and when the city fixed it, that's when the wrong date was put on the headstone. We're told there will be a private anniversary memorial to honor Hammond with the family. We'll be right back.